Let's get to Delta State. Sheriff Oborevwori has been sworn in as the new governor of the state. But first, the farewell speech by the former governor, Ifeanyi Okowa.
Then Edith Okowa, Your Excellency, Deacon Kingsley Otuaro, the Deputy Governor of Delta State. Your Excellency, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, Governor-elect, and your wife, Her Excellency Tobore, Your Excellency Sir Monday Onyeme, Deputy Governor-elect, and his wife, Lady Kate, Your Excellency Dr. Emmanuel Weta Odoan, CON, the former governor of the state, and his wife, Mrs. Rolly Odoan, Your Excellency, former deputy governors here present, members of the National Assembly, members of the Delta State House of Assembly, my Lord, the Chief Judge of Delta State, my Lord, the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, the State Chairman, and members of the Executive of the People's Democratic Party, the Chairman and members of the State Council of Traditional Rulers, respected members of the clergy, our great opinion leaders, our distinguished Deltans, and all other guests who have come to be part of this occasion, including the speakers of other states that are here with us today, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great joy and gratitude to God that I address you today. Joy because of the sense of fulfillment that comes from achieving the goals that we set for ourselves in 2015. Gratitude because we have the privilege of handing over to a worthy successor who is poised to consolidate on our achievements. 8 years ago, we took the oath of office to serve as your governor and deputy with the audacious promise of prosperity for all Deltans. No sooner had we assumed office than it appeared that we may have shot ourselves in the foot with our promise. The economy was in dire straits, occasioned by the slump in the global oil price and the drop in oil production. Delta State contended with illegal oil bunkering and pipeline vandalism, with the resultant plummeting of derivation revenues and choking of existing oil-related businesses and declining internally generated revenue receipts. Potential investments in the sector were also in abeyance. All of these threatened our ability to execute our policies and programs. Undaunted, we press towards a goal of bringing prosperity to our people. Today, we live with lots of fond memories of our time as governor and deputy. Memories of the months of brainstorming and strategizing, days of sleepless nights, and countless hours on our desk and on the road as we sought to deliver on our agenda. It has been 8 years of trials and triumphs, of tests and testimonies, and of crisis and courage. However, a day like this is not the day for me to recount our achievements. I leave that for posterity to judge. Rather, it is a day for me to appreciate all those who join hands with us to build a stronger Delta. First, I thank the good people of Delta State who twice elected us to govern them. I certainly hope we did not disappoint you. Our gratitude also goes to the legislature, the judiciary, all those who served with us in the State Executive Council, and the civil service establishment for their cooperation and contribution to the successes of the last 8 years. We thank former governors of the state for the foundation they laid for us to build on. Our appreciation extends to members of the National Assembly, the political class, organized labor, the security agencies, our royal fathers, our fathers of faith, and the press for standing solidly behind us. Finally, I celebrate my dear wife and lovely children for their sacrifice, prayers, support, and encouragement. They made it easy for us with their gracious attitude and understanding. Once again, thank you all for keeping faith with us. Our prayer is that the incoming government will not only consolidate on our achievements, but also surpass us in all aspects of governance. And to our dear friends, His Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori and his Deputy Sir Mondo Oyeme, the word I leave with you is that the Lord God is on the throne, and His mercies and grace is all sufficient. And because the Lord God is on His throne, it is well, and it shall be well with you as you're sworn in today and through your tenures in office. Remember ye always the works of the Lord our God, which He did for you. Psalm 72, 11 and 12. Never forget what the Lord did for you both. Therefore serve Him, reverence Him, look up to Him, and He's able to guide you through your tenure in office. Remember also that promotion cometh from the Lord, and that the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. As you hold on to God strongly and serve Him, you will be the righteous, and your horns shall be exalted, and Deltans will be with you. Deltans will support you, and by the special grace of God, you will surpass all that we have done, and we shall all collectively give glory to the Lord our God. May God bless Delta State, and may God bless us all. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Your Excellencies, we'd like to specially acknowledge His Excellency Sule Lamido. Yes, indeed. We also have in our midst Dr. Good News Agbi is also here. Pastor Charles Osazua from Benin is also in the house. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, It is my honor and privilege to invite His Excellency Sir Monday Onyeme to subscribe to the relevant oath as Deputy Governor of Delta State. Put your hands together for the Deputy Governor as him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the citation on Sir Monday Onyeme, FCA, FCTI. Sir Monday Onyeme was born on the 30th of March 1965 at Ibabu Community Faculty, Certified Fraud Examiner, etc. A professional executive chairman of the Delta State Internal Revenue Service, he was a bursar of the National Open University of Nigeria, a position he held. He was appointed and inaugurated by His Excellency of November 2019 after the expiration of the first tenure of 4 years. However, he resigned his appointment on the 1st of July 2022 after Onyeme Odoziani.
Yes, indeed. He will now move forward to subscribe to the relevant oaths of office, thereafter sign the dotted lines.
Oath of Allegiance.
I, Monday Onyeme,
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oath of office as Deputy Governor.
I, Monday Onyeme,
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as the Deputy Governor of Delta State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law.
And in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law.
And always in the interests of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will exercise the authority lawfully vested in me as Deputy Governor of Delta State, so as not to impede or prejudice the authority lawfully vested in the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
in the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
so as not to endanger
the
continuance of the federal government of Nigeria,
the continuance of the federal government of Nigeria,
that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct
or
my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th Schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th Schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people, according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Deputy Governor of Delta State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Deputy Governor of Delta State.
Except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Deputy Governor of Delta State.
And I will devote myself
to the
service and well-being
of
the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
Yes, and is about to sign the dotted lines. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the brand new Deputy Governor of Delta State, Sir Monday Onyeme, and his lovely wife, Ezinne Catherine Onyeme. Let me quickly acknowledge, all the way from Abuja, Dr. Awa Ibrahim. We appreciate you for joining us.
Yeah, the Deputy Governor. Yeah, that's the signature tune from our late brother, Smart Williams, inviting every one of us to come and work and uplift the society. This one is to uplift Delta State more, with more agenda of the streetwise governor that will soon subscribe to the oath of office. Streetwise means inclusiveness. Streetwise means, oh, that new kudo is for everybody.
The Speaker of Bayelsa State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Abraham, Bayelsa State, Igbo Bene, will welcome you, sir. I think there was a mix-up somewhere. What today? We're seeing it already, and I can see the music coming from the background. We also welcome Bob Olukoya, Esquire, PhD. We appreciate you. And not forgetting all our House of Assembly members elect. We appreciate all of you. And that is the handshake, the congratulations to His Excellency, our brand new Deputy Governor, Sir Monday Onyeme. He's going to take his seat now. Thank you. They've taken on their shots. Excellency, Dickness, Oborevwori, please step forward. Why my colleague, Pastor Power Church, we present this citation. And that is the man of the moment, our governor, incoming governor, in whom we are well pleased. Led by the organizer, the attacker. We welcome you, sir. Pastor Power.
Thank you. Francis Oborevwori JP was born on the 19th day of June 1963 to the family of Chief Samuel Oborevwori of Osubi in Okpe local government area of Delta State. He completed his basic education at Alegbo Primary School, Efru, and later obtained his school certificate at Ogariki Grammar School, Ogariki. Thereafter, he earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Political Science from Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma. He also obtained a Master's degree in Political Science from the Delta State University, Abraka. He was the pioneer chairman of Osubi community from 1996 to 2003. During his tenure as chairman of his community, he attracted several developmental projects to the community and changed the face of Osubi to an urban settlement. Before venturing into politics, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori JP was a successful businessman with vast interest in the oil industry, where he was a big-time player. A seasoned politician, grassroots mobilizer, and astute administrator, he began his political career as a councillor, supervisory councillor for works in 1996 under the defunct Okpe local government area, which included the present-day Udu and Uwe local government areas. In recognition of his drive for exemplary leadership to sustain peace and harmony amongst the restive youths in the state, he was appointed Special Assistant on Youth Development to Governor James Ibori between 2003 to 2006, and also Special Advisor on Land Security to Governor Emmanuel Leweto Dwanga from 2007 to 2010. State Coordinator for the Amnesty Program 2009 to 2010, and Senior Special Assistant on Security to the Governor 2012 to 2014. In furtherance of his determination to serve his people, he contested under the People's Democratic Party and won the election to represent Okpe State constituency at the Delta State House of Assembly in 2015 to 2019 for the first tenure, and was re-elected in 2019. He was elected Honorable Speaker of the 6th Assembly in May 11th, 2017, a position he occupied in the 7th Assembly because of his enthusiasm and commitment to teamwork. In fact, his selflessness and zeal to serve has made a difference. He is the first member of the Delta State House of Assembly to serve as Speaker from one assembly to another assembly, making him the longest serving Speaker in the history of Delta State. In his quest for more knowledge, experience, capacity building, and self-development. He attended various courses and obtained certificates from various institutions. These include Certificate in Top Executive Leadership Program, Manchester Business School, United Kingdom. Certificate in Legislative Framework for Budget Management, Georgia Institute of Technology, Atlanta, United States of America. Certificate in Legislative Management and Leadership, International Law Institute, Washington, D.C., United States of America. Certificate in Leading Inclusive Development, London School of Economics and Political Science, United Kingdom. Certificate in Advanced Leadership Program, University of Cambridge, United Kingdom. Certificate in Personal Effectiveness, Influencing and Communication for Impact, SOAS, University of London, United Kingdom, amongst others. He was the National Treasurer of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures of Nigeria from 2018 to 2020 and Deputy Chairman of the conference from 2020 to 2023. He is a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Management Chartered, and also a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. He is also a recipient of numerous awards, including Merit Award from the National Association of Nigerian Students and Lawmaker of the Year Award by the Independent Newspaper Limited. Over the years, he has extended various philanthropic gestures to different categories of persons. Through his Sharif Oborevwori Foundation, he has impacted lives through scholarship to students and provision of various empowerment and entrepreneurial support programs. In recognition of his contributions to the growth and development of Okpe Kingdom, he was conferred with the title of Ukodo of Okpe by His Majesty Aurora I Oroje of Okpe Kingdom. A devout Christian and ordained elder of the Living Faith Church, also known as Winners Chapel. He is married and blessed with children and 2 grandchildren. I present to you His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sharif Francis Oborevwori, as he steps forward to subscribe to the oath of office as Governor, Delta State.
Thank you, Pastor Powell. Please, can we clear here so that we can be seeing what is happening there? The choral group is going to perform. Godons.
Oath of allegiance. I,
Sharif Francis Oborevwori,
do solemnly swear
that
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oath of office as Governor.
I, Sharif Francis Oborevwori,
do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Governor of Delta State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and the law, and always, in the interest
of
the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will exercise the authority lawfully vested in me as Governor of Delta State, so as not to impede or prejudice the authority lawfully vested in the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and so as not to endanger the continuance of the federal government of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will to the best of my ability preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Governor of Delta State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Governor of Delta State. And I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
Hallelujah. We now have Delta State now has a brand new state governor. His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Oborevwori, Governor of Delta State. Brand new governor, Jeroba governor, and more mantra. This is the state, the finger of God, and we are protected by His grace.
Let's give him that Ujiro music. Hey, Jesus baby,
Ukodo is for all. This Ukodo will reach everybody. Sunny Koto. Thank you, Judge. I can tell you that today is the beginning of a lot of good things to come. When we talk
Secretary of our committee, Professor Hope Ezada. Thank you.
I'd like also to welcome Kome Obobo. I'd like to appreciate you and Chief Dennis Araro. Welcome Chief Kuti Dape. I also like to welcome you. The moment we've been waiting for has arrived. Now you will see what is called government magic. His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa is now the immediate past governor of Delta State. He has joined the class of Dr. Emmanuel Ewete Odwanga as former governor of Delta State. Dr. Odwanga has not. After the sitting, we will invite his orchestra to do something. Thereafter, His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oborevwori will step forward to take the national salute. Please let us rise to welcome. Hallelujah. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from our vantage position, we observe that when His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oborevwori, the governor of Delta State, went in to take his seat, our Oga, Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, also. May we now invite His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oborevwori to please, for the first official assignment. Steady.
gonna parade mounted by a detachment of the Nigerian Police Force, Delta State Police Command. Parade comprising of 6 guard commandos, 8 sub-guard commandos, 160 rank and files. A combination of the Navy, NYSC, and the police band, formed up of 4 guards, commanded by SP Kufre Udofia. Parade formed up and ready for your inspection, Your Excellency. Welcome, Your Excellency. Continuously waiting them.
Yes, His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sharif Oborevwori is reviewing the parade now. Please, cameramen, make way for him so that people can see him. DSP Ogbonnaya Egu. The parade, I can tell you, is made up of 4 guards. Guard 1 is commanded by SP Urma Musa Ayuba. And Guard 2 is commanded by ASP John Osagi. Guard 3 that is it. The 4 parade commanders leading the pack. Diop. Gatu is commanded by ASP John Osagi. Guard 3 is the women guard, commanded by Ini Sunday Ekanem. You can see them. The women guard. Ice front. Of course. Guard 4, commanded by ASP David Okon Savior.
you, but you delay too
First
much.
round, I can tell
You
you,
are delaying so much like this.
the slow march, and I don't know that this slow march, there will be a transformation that will bring it into a quick march. And that transformation you are going to see.
By the right!
Not time.
Pastor Powell, you can agree with me that this first assignment, official assignment that our governor is carrying out is a statutory one that is known by law. You know you are a lawyer.
This is taking the national salute. And as governor, he is here. Oborevwori, wife, my dear wife, His Excellency Sir Monday Oyeme, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, Her Excellency Lady Kate Oyeme, wife of the Deputy Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, CON, the immediate past governor of Delta State, and your dear wife, Her Excellency Dame Edith Okowa, Excellency Dickie Kingsley Buto Twaro, the immediate past deputy governor of Delta State, His Excellency Dr. Emmanuel Eweta Agwaga, CON, the former governor of the state, and your dear wife, Her Excellency Rolly Udua. His Excellencies, former deputy governors that are here present, former media administrator that is here present, members of the National Assembly and members elect, Speaker of Bayelsa, my dear brother, and Speaker of Edo State, both are here present. My Lord, the Chief Judge, the Deputy Speaker, Delta State Assembly, and members of the House, and members elect. My Lord, the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, other judges are here. The State Chairman of our party, Oborevwori Kingsley ACCO, and his executive, the chairman and members of the State National Council, led by His Royal Majesty, the Oroji of Ope, the Oborevwori that is here, the Dane of Agbo, the Obi of Uwa, all the other royal fathers are here, the Obi of Uye. Respected members of the clergy, my spiritual leaders are here present, distinguished Deltans, my fellow gubernatorial candidate here present, Ologu Great Ogboru, Good News, Agui, and others are here. Party leaders, my very great leaders are here in numbers. My Lord, temporal and spiritual, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I accept with humility the responsibility which the good people of Delta State have bestowed upon me to serve as a governor for the next 4 years. I accept it with a resolve to do more to advance the state to new heights in leadership and socio-economic development. I stand before you today filled with hope and confidence about our future. As the longest-serving Speaker of the House of Assembly, I've learned the importance of setting the priorities of government, communicating the goals and outcomes of policies and programs, and partnering with the executive for their successful implementation. I'm therefore well positioned to deliver good governance to our people. But before proceeding further, I wish to pay tribute to my predecessor, my mentor, His Excellency, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, for his patriotism and deep sense of public service. Governor Okowa took over the mantle of leadership of this state at a very precarious time in the history of our country. In addition to the massive disruption caused by COVID-19, the country went through 2 recessions at different times in the last 8 years. But thanks to Governor Okowa's discipline, wisdom, prudent management of economy, and political insight, Delta State not only survived, but it also came out stronger. Indeed, I celebrate Governor Okowa for his physical discipline, and groundbreaking strides in human capital development, infrastructure renewal, technical and vocational education, as well as peace building. It will be wrong of me if I fail to also acknowledge the role played by the founding fathers of the state, military and civilian, whose sacrifice and dedication helped to nurture the state from infancy. It goes without saying that the state flourished under the current democratic dispensation that began in 1999. In this regard, Their Excellencies Chief James Oborevwori and Dr. Emmanuel Eweta Oduanga deserve special commendation for their vision and tenacity of purpose. Today marks the beginning not only of a new administration, but of an era that will advance Delta State to greater heights in people-centered policies, human capital development, and infrastructural renewal. With what has been achieved by the immediate past administration, the new government is supposed to advance the state through the MORE agenda, which stands for meaningful development, opportunities for all, realistic reforms, enhanced peace and security. Consequently, the new administration, which seeks to foster sustainable economic growth and private sector job creation, boost human capital, build an enabling infrastructure, enhance governance and accountability systems for improved service delivery, and strengthen public financial management. In furtherance of these objectives, the existing entrepreneurship development programs will be sustained and expanded to encourage the creation of small businesses, thus creating jobs and consequently reducing crime and antisocial activities among our vibrant youth populations. We will also enhance the existing social investment programs for the benefit of the poor and vulnerable groups, including widows and people living with disabilities, through microcredit, training, and business networking. We shall further develop empowerment programs for women associations, particularly in the rural area. This administration will ensure the completion of all ongoing projects, roads, bridges, schools, and other physical infrastructure. As you all know, government cannot do it alone. Hence, we shall build a conducive environment for public-private partnership investments in virtually all sectors of the economy. In the agricultural sector, we shall develop the agricultural value chain, which is a major driver of sustainable economic growth. This administration will spare no effort to ensure that the development of agro-industrial parks accelerated, given their potential to generate employment opportunities, create wealth, reduce unemployment, and improve food security. The recent approval of the Nigerian Export Processing Zone Authority for cocoa and quail is a welcome development because this project has the capacity to unleash the growth potentials of the state. With the board already in place, we shall immediately take steps to make it fully operational and attract investors to the zone. Deltans has been relatively peaceful in the last 8 years. However, recent security breaches in the Oborevwori area are troubling. This administration, with the aid of security agencies, will take decisive steps to ensure that the situation does not degenerate. Furthermore, Oborevwori, the commercial nerve center of the state, will be given special attention under this administration. The process has already commenced with the establishment of Oborevwori, Uwe, and Everon Development Agency. Before the ongoing storm water project will be completed, government will commence efforts at giving Oborevwori and its environs a total facelift. Similarly, the ongoing rehabilitation work on the Oborevwori Township Stadium will be expedited. The civil service will be accorded top priority to boost its efficiency and enhance its service delivery. In addition, merit will be the yardstick for elevation into top management positions to encourage the entry into and retention of the best brains in the public service. Furthermore, this administration will render all necessary support to the judiciary to enable it carry out its functions without let or hindrance. Your Excellencies, my dear good people of Delta State, the issues that confront this administration are not new. They are about improving the quality of life of our people, about building bridges of social cohesion, about giving our people the hope of a better tomorrow, and about accelerated development. And it demands creative thinking, proactive action, and exemplary leadership from me and all those who will have the privilege to serve as elected officials and political appointees. I pledge to run an open and responsive government that meets the needs and aspirations of our people. I represent consolidation and advancement. Consolidation because I'm continuing from where the previous government stopped. And advancement because I'm advancing Delta State to greater heights in inclusive economic growth, human capital development, infrastructure renewal, and peace and security. I am committed to making life richer, better, and more fulfilling for our people. To my colleagues in the 6th Assembly and 7th Assembly, I wholeheartedly thank you for your support. My appreciation also goes to the fathers of faith for your prayers and support. And to our revered traditional rulers, I thank you for your prayers, words of wisdom and advice. I will continue to count on you, on your support. In conclusion, I convert the prayers of all of you for the wisdom to lead and the divine enablement to achieve the goals that we have set for this administration. The tasks we face are tough, the choices not easy, but with your support and prayers, we shall get the job done. God bless the state. God bless us all.